Hello there, everyone, and how are you guys today? Well, we would just like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Now,
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. I hope you're having a glorious, glorious day. I really do. With that being said, did you get a chance to see Sister Wives? Well, if you did, what did you think? What is your opinion? What do you think is going on? I would love to know, Baby Crone. What do you think? What's going on with Sister Wives?
what's going on with Sisterwives? I think. Well, just briefly, what I think about what's going on with Sisterwives, just overall, is that they are going through a transformative period because I did notice in the very intro when they're showing off the
The
different
color.
wives. Yes, Robin and Cody just happen to be wearing dark colors.
Robin wore dark blue,
Blue, yes. Cody wore black, and then all the other wives wore white.
off white.
Mm-hmm. So how fitting that Cody and Robin are literally depicted as the black
The
sheep, the
black sheep
odd
of the
ones out.
family, the
Mm-hmm.
dark ones, the ones that's cast out, the ones that no one want. Feel sorry for me. That's the clothes they're wearing. They
Mm-hmm.
shrouded in darkness. They are isolated. That's what they're wearing. That's how I took that.
Yeah,
They
for
wore
real.
that as a negative, as mourning clothes.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, we're just going to move right on along. Oh, yes, and you also wanted to talk about how with the wives and Cody in the church, how they have left the belief and now they are basically on their own. Well, that's what Janelle was saying, and how they didn't have any legal ties, but they've all tied up as if they were in a legal marriage. So now it's just like, what do the women do now that the marriage is dissolved?
What I think about that is this: you abandoned the church. Y'all collectively ran and you abandoned the church, your umbrella. Now it's been 15, 20 years or 10 years or 15 that y'all want to go back for the legalism. You all left legalism years ago. Far as I'm concerned, there is no legalism. As far as I'm concerned, Mary, you're doing this to hold on. You all left Utah, went to Arizona, and they left Utah. They went back to Utah, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
okay.
Now they in Flagstaff, wherever they are. So it's in Flagstaff in
In Arizona.
Arizona. They in Arizona. You fled. Now y'all left the church. Now you're gonna say, oh, in order for us to get a divorce, we want to go back to the church in which you left, and the church that y'all did have for yourselves has been disbanded. Who was Cody ministering to? Who was Coachy training?
Mm-hmm.
It's all done. So right now, all this is just phony propaganda. There is no church. Y'all left the church.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted to keep it and do it your way. Y'all went against the church. So now y'all want to go back to the church for a divorce. The church don't know you. That's just like being a Christian. I'm
Okay.
a Christian, right? The Christians have laws. I'm talking about a devout Christian. You have your laws, and they were devout Mormons.
Okay.
So it's like, so the Christians have a way, and they have ways of doing things. Now, I done went out in the world and lived my life, spent my money, did what I had to do. Now I'm broke. Now I'm disgusted. Got 3 kids on my hip. I'm struggling. Now I want the church. I'm coming back. I'm a church. I used to go to church here 15 years ago. And they looking at me, well, we have no recollection. The pastor that was here 15 years ago, sweetheart, has died.
Yeah.
It's no longer here. Well, this was my church. Well, I know I haven't been no affiliation with any church, but I'm coming back because I want a divorce. Honey, we didn't marry you. I have no records of that. You have been gone from the church. You don't know our ways and laws.
Mm-hmm.
Had you known that, you wouldn't have come back here. So, well, what do you say? I say, you're done. I don't know what to tell you. If you abandon the church, then I don't see you under those guidelines. You walked away, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have the umbrella of the church. You have you and your laws and your rules. That is what you have to follow now. You did not follow our regulations and our rules.
Mm-hmm.
You're under your own umbrella. That's what I have to say. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Am I right?
Yep,
That's what they would do in a Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, go back to the pastor that you was in. Well, I haven't seen a pastor, and they'll take you in. But you're going to have to start from the beginning. They ain't going to be like paying your bills.
Okay.
They're going to give you some counseling. Or if they feel like you're just there for the come up, they're going to tell you, no, we can't help you. We don't know you. The person that brought you in is no longer here. We don't know you. Right? This is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what Mary doing. You've been out the church for so long.
Yep.
With you and Cody, 15 years. Now you coming back.
Yep.
You married when you divorced Cody.
Oh yeah.
That was the law. That was your law.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly think that the blonde gets it, Janelle. I think Janelle is starting to really see that she's in a pickle and she's swimming around in pickle juice.
Okay.
I think she's seeing that.
Yes. I think she is starting to see that too.
That Cody got her over a barrel. And anytime when you said last week that Robin said what she said, she should have managed her money.
Mm-hmm.
She feeling it.
Mm-hmm. She is.
But she trusts Cody. But now she made a big mistake.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of Mary and Cody, before we move on from Mary or talk about a different sister wife, Cody is talking about how Mary is upset. Oh, no. Cody is saying that he's not upset or mad, that Mary is upset that he dragged out this relationship, because he totally understands. He's like, if I was in the same situation, I'd be mad too. And now he just wants to be friends instead of enemies.
Well, at least he's growing. He want to be friends with her.
Yes. I'm not sure if that's him or Robin talking.
No, that's that land talking. I want to be friends with her now because that land is on the line. Because he says, I don't think Murray really wants to live out here. I don't think that's so. So we're friends. We're friends. We're friends. And maybe she'll do what Christine did. You can have the land, Cody. I don't mind. She loves me so much. She says, a flying monkey's ass.
Yes.
Oh, is it a monkey's ass?
Rat's ass.
Oh, it's a flying rat's ass. Lord, I don't want to see a flying rat.
No, keep that. Yes.
I don't even want to see a flying squirrel. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, but Robin, speaking of which, is now upset that they've ruined the dream.
I can't get into it because they ruined it. You had those women.
They did.
And you lost all three.
Messed it up.
You can't blame nobody.
But yourself.
If you two are the only ones standing and all three left, what does that tell you?
Yeah. Glad y'all came to the realization. Glad Robin came to the realization.
Robin is still not. Robin seems like she's trying to make it out the bail to me. I got to watch a little bit. I don't know. Because now it's like everything is, I told Cody. But then she's back to, I'm on Cody's side. Yes. I don't know. It just seemed like she got what she wanted. The only way we're going to ever know the truth is when the story go off the air.
That's true.
And then maybe a year or two, we'll hear what really happened. Oh. Somebody will write a book.
Mm-hmm. Right. Speaking of which, in Robin and her kids, Cody was telling a story about how when he would try to leave from Robin's house, Robin's kids would try to keep him to stay, and he would just feel bad. And he was just like, man, what am I supposed to do?
And he stayed. He said, what am I supposed to do when she's grabbing me by my leg and won't let me go? Mm-hmm. In other words, he says, I can't leave her. She's grabbing me by the leg and won't let me go. And you, Robin, telling me, oh, she misses you. What am I supposed to do? Mm-hmm. You're right. What would you do?
Yeah.
You got two boyfriends. Mm-hmm. You at one boyfriend house. And he's there, so I really don't feel good. Please don't leave me in this condition.
Yeah, I would stay there.
I'm really not feeling good. Please don't leave me. Please, I need you. And I got to go home to my other friend. I know. What do you do?
Yeah. It's a hard
Obviously,
pickle.
the little girl needed him.
Mm-hmm.
Can't kick her off and say bye.
Yeah, that's true.
He had to do what he had to do. I would have stayed there a little longer. I
Mm-hmm.
would have stayed there another hour. Get her calmed down. Let
Because
her
that
go to
just shows
sleep.
you how he favored a certain
Right.
one.
I would have stayed. I would have called. I would have said, I'm in a crisis, but I will be there late, but I'll stay later tomorrow if you want me to. Whatever time I didn't make up with you, everybody's going to be thrown back because I want to give you all your hours. You can have it during the day or you can have it during the evening. I would just take it away from Robin's day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever those hours was, whether it was an hour, whether it was 5 hours, 3 hours, whatever, I would give her her hours back. I would take it from Robin. And then Robin won't ever have a problem with stopping that little kid from grabbing on his ankle.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Right. More on Robin's kids. Apparently, Ari. We've seen her cry. I'm not sure if it was her crying or one of her siblings cry in the confessional.
Why?
Because they're talking about how Ari was not wanting to share Cody with the other siblings. Like she felt like maybe they
The
didn't
little girl.
Yes.
Was she a child?
Yeah. Well, she's more grown now. Oh, Ari. Right. Yeah. She's the younger one, and she
Is
doesn't
she
want.
like 5 or 6, 7?
I think so.
She
She doesn't want to. Yeah. She doesn't want to share Cody. This is the way Robin puts it. That apparently she's a bit jealous that Cody is spending time with the other children and not with her. So that's how Ari is. I'm not sure if that's Robin speaking through her child. It probably
Maybe
is.
because that's how they got her.
Moving on from that household because they are a whole pickle. Moving on to another household, which is McKelty, because this is where everybody was counting down the day.
Can I step out while you talk about McKelty?
Yes, I can.
Right,
yes, you can.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So McKelty, it was time for McKelty to give birth to the twins. Now, I'm not sure if this is December 1st, when this is supposed to be happening, because this was when McKelty said that her babies were due to be born. So I presume that it is December 1st, because they said, isn't it wonderful that you can plan to give birth? However, McKelty had to have a C-section due to one of the baby's heads being placed, and because of that, she's not able to give home birth like she would want to. She's definitely into the holistic, not wanting to have the epidural and all that to go through it. She wants it to be as natural as possible. I'm glad you can go through that pain, McKelty. Because home birth just sounds painful. Let's just put it that way. However, Robin was there, Christine was there, probably Cody was there. I'm not sure who else was there. Maybe Janelle was there, but it was all in the waiting room that they all had to wait out. I think Janelle was there. Everything went well. McKelty, I'm pretty sure, had a panic attack. But she came through. She pulled through everything. Babies came out healthy, one by one. And she said she even calmed down when she got the 2 babies in her hand. She was just like, okay, this is good. I can do this. So I guess that's what was it. She was just nervous to get the whole procedure done, get the C-section, which is not what she wanted to do. So she's just completely off course at this point, giving birth to twins. But do tell me, is this McKelty's first time giving birth to twins? Because if not, I don't know why this time was different. I know you can't help the orientation of the child in the womb, but still, that's all I was just curious about. Oh yes, and McKelty's youngest child apparently had a reaction. I'm not sure if you can say it. That she held the newborn baby and then immediately let go of the newborn baby and like handed it back like, what is this? I don't want to touch this. What is that? And then like kind of just like it could have been editing, but I'm not sure. And then apparently walked off. Listen, children, you gotta sometimes wonder, is it really children reacting? Like, did that child, did McKelty's daughter or son, who knows, did McKelty's child understand the gravity of the situation of, oh, wait, I used to be a newborn, or maybe they still have that fresh new baby born smell, and she gets the smell of it, and she's like, wait a minute, I know this smell. I used to have this smell. This is another living thing being. And it's just, or it could have been like that realization where it clicked. We're just like, hold up, I am now going to be older, and this is something younger I'm going to have responsibility over. I have no clue. Children like that can be mysterious. Some of them are old souls and really understand things just like that. Who knows if that was the case here, or if maybe this was just a complete misunderstanding and that's just how it came off on camera. But maybe the baby was just completely, the child was completely, the toddler was completely reacting to something different, or not even that at all. And that's just how it looked, and they just made it look like, oh, look at that, oh, look how she's reacting, oh, stuff like that. Listen, I don't know, but I just thought I would put that in there just in case anybody wants to put some child psychology in there and say that that was actually the child reacting. I noticed that too, just putting that out there. um so that was pretty much it with McKelty. Oh, yes. Robin, speaking of McKelty, Robin was able to put her differences aside. And she's like, hey, I'm going to be here for McKelty. I'm not going to try to talk to Christine. We're just going to keep it friendly. We're just going to, not try to start anything. She's just like, we cool, kumbaya over here. Let's just get through this for McKelty's sake. And Robin's and Christine's like, you don't got to worry about that. It's going to be so awkward. So that's what Christine's worried about, how awkward it is. And Robin is worried about, oh, how's Christine going to react because we're not in talking terms and this is going to be an awkward situation. This is the first time we're seeing each other since she left, like, what, a year ago? So I don't know, but we'll see. I'm sure there's nothing that's going to come of Robin and Christine's relationship. So Robin could stop trying to front and do whatever she's trying to do about how she feels about or feel towards Christine, because this is just not making any sense. And Cody too. Robin, Cody is a package. They a hive mind. They think one. They share a brain cell. So basically, Cody and Robin will forever and always be on the same page, in my opinion, until Robin jumps ship and then Cody realizes that they aren't on the same page. All right. So that's all I had to talk about McKelty.
Oh, they saw my nightclub.
That's all I had to say about McKelty and what what she's going through on in her life, and talking about Sisterwives and the awkwardness of the family coming together since the breaking up. But hey, you guys share. Oh, and yes, McKelty went into her whole backstory about how Robin treated her.
Sorry.
Oh.
I don't particularly care for McKelty at all. And I don't like the fact that they're making it about her. This is how you know it's time to go off the air. Yes, when you're starting to bring the children in. That means the children are so grown that they having babies and that they having their own shows. I didn't watch Sisterwives to see McKelty. I really don't. She is definitely not one of my favorites. Sorry if she does. She's one of yours. I watched the show. I don't want to see McKelty have another baby. I don't want to see McKelty bogged down with a bunch of babies.
That's true.
Maybe it's the Mormons' way. I have no judgment on that, but that I don't see. Every time McKelty have a baby, I'm not saying it's a wrong thing. I don't know. It's just that they act like it's her first time. I don't get it. I'm happy for McKelty, but I just don't want to make McKelty a major role. Mm-hmm. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in any of them. I didn't turn on this show to watch on the children. I turned on the show to watch Sisterwives, not Sisterwives children, how they've grown up and how they dealing with their pregnancies. Mm-hmm. Now I can see it like with Janelle. Her daughter drove her out and they was
Yeah.
looking at land. That had to deal with Janelle.
Mhm.
But her daughter was a part of that because Janelle don't have a man in her life right now to do these things. I could see that. But when you're making a whole episode
Yes.
about a person,
It really was the entire episode.
and it's kind of corny.
It was.
What do you mean? Now, like I said, I don't know about Mormonism and I don't know about all that. I just know when a baby was born in our family, it wasn't relatives came from all over, from the north, the south. They weren't treated like Jesus. It was the people that was in the house. You got people coming from the north, the south, the east, the west. Yeah, mama would stay there with you for a week or 2 or 6 weeks, whatever. That's true. But all the mother, the papa, the sister, the brother, the grandfather, the great grandmother, you're raising the dead. Everybody coming to see this precious baby of McKelty when she's already had what, 2, 5?
Yeah, I think so. I think like 2.
I just don't get it. So no, I guess when they start doing things like that, this is just my opinion. When they start doing things like that, that means they're lacking material. Because God knows I am not interested in McKelty and her delusions about
Yes.
I want my family to get back. You're a grown woman, girl. They don't get along, and you know it. You're one of the elders.
Mm-hmm.
And you still wishing upon a star like a little girl? God, I can't.
That's literally
I can't. You're no different than what's the other little girl that Cody? Baby girl name?
Oh, Ari.
You acting like Ari. I can't.
Yeah.
You should be mature enough to understand. They don't get along.
Yeah.
They're not happy. Your mom was treated badly.
Mm-hmm.
You should be over this. But flagging that.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yes, McKelty is her own little thing.
Flagging that. I can't.
Yes.
I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my pet peeve is when she went on a whole spiel how Robin was like the best mom when nobody saw her.
Woo. And then you have Christine, who's outgrown the show. You know what? She ought to be there this season. But actually, there's no room for Christine.
No.
The only thing that Christine is bringing that I love, that's right, Christine, he ought to pay child support.
Yes.
Yes. That is Trudy's right to have child support. Mm-hmm. And for her not to have that, that's a disservice to her. Because if she have child support, at least she have finances. Even if he doesn't see her, she's deserving of that. That's her birthright, to have that money from her daddy. And you're right about going to get it. And nothing's wrong with that. And for that reason, I could see her being on the show, and we could see how Cody's dealing with all that. He probably felt like, how Christine doing this to me? How the world is caving in. Now they want more money. I could see it. I hope I'm wrong. No, because obviously he don't know. And I want to know how is Robin. How Robin gonna feel? I knew Christine would do this because she's trying to get. No, it's not about Christine. She's doing right by Trudy.
Yeah. Well, like they were able to see that, but they're too caught up in their own world and what
everybody's against them, though. So you got to understand. So that's how I feel. But what's going on? What else?
That was pretty much it because that's who they ended off the episode with, even though they talked about it in the very beginning. But it was the McKelty show this episode. Nothing really much going on there. It was childbirth.
Well, that's all we have. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. Like I said, just so you know, just because I don't particularly care for a person, I'm still going to talk about them regardless, you know, what they did in the episode. I hope the episode speeds up a little bit. Yes. I mean, it's been a sleep fest for the first 2. Uh-huh. I'm struggling. I'm just being honest. I'm struggling with the talkie. It's just too much talking.
It definitely is a heavy
I feel like
episode.
I'm a therapist listening to their problems. Mm-hmm. Some of us may feel like psychiatrists because I feel like a psychiatrist, like I'm trying to give a diagnosis. So I just feel it's too heavy with the talking.
Yes.
Talkie. I want to see action. I want to see intermingling. Thank you. I want to see intermingling. I don't want to sit around and just hear them talk and talk.
When you're so divided, that's all you can
do. But we could talk. They could talk while they shopping. talk while they
do something.
Be doing something, sitting around. That's just me, though. Don't judge me. That's just me. Maybe you feel that way. Maybe you don't. But I know I can't be the only one who's saying the talking. We left out last season, but they had mixed with it.
Right now,
you know, I can see if they talking and they doing stuff. Like when they were in the car driving. Yes, but they sitting around in therapy. In the room where they sitting talking, cameras back and forth. I'm like, no, this is what we get when we go to the end of the show.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, no. I got to see some entertainment, but I'm gonna hang in there as long as I can.
We know this season is supposed to be a roller coaster. I'll put it that way.
That's what we heard.
Oh, I just know because I know where.
It's got to get better.
Yes, it's going to get better. And then it's going to get a little bit sad because we're going to have to talk about the passing.
At least I'm waiting. That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to see. That's why I said before I make my judgment on Janelle, I want to see how she's going to feel about Cody now that one of her little chickens are no longer with us. Because that, to me, I'm not blaming Cody for his deletion. I am blaming Cody that he wasn't there to stop it.
Yes.
And I can't blame Janelle because Janelle picked up on it.
Mm-hmm, she did.
And her son is grown. He didn't live in her town.
Mm-mm.
He lived in another state. But she was smart enough, wise enough, sensitive enough, and in tune enough to know something was wrong with her baby chicken. But when they got there, it was just too late. Where was Cody? I want to see how she feels. Mm-hmm. And I want to know how Cody is going to deal with this after the know that this is a part of him.
Yes.
I need to know that. I want to know that. I guess I don't need to know. I want to know. And I'm waiting for these moments to pick up because right now it's very slow.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's doable.
It's only the third episode.
This is the third episode?
Yeah, this is the third episode.
We just watched the third episode?
Yes, we just watched the third episode. That's how slow it is.
All right. Well, with that being said, I guess I thought it was on the second episode, yeah. Okay, so with that being said, it seems like it's the same. So you want to end out? Is there anything else you got to say?
No.
We ended it.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that you enjoyed this our viewing, our commentary on what we think about Sisterwives.
Yes.
We do like following them. We're eager to see what's going to happen to next week. So come back and visit us and hear what we have to say. The Crones. We give an esoteric meaning and we give a straight up meaning. This is what we think. And again, we thank you for joining us.
Yes.
And you know what we say? Sunflowers.